Good afternoon. So today I'm going to discuss historically black universities and how they have played a huge role in the advancement of African Americans. Okay, now historically black universities, they are also known as historically black college universities. Now this term was coined back in 1965. The Higher Education Act of 1965 was created to expand federal funding for the black colleges and universities. Now, any college and university that was established for African Americans before 1964 are known as an HBCU. Now, HBCUs were created to serve the educational needs of African Americans. Before the Civil War, there were no established institutions of higher education that served Black Americans. So, of course, that there was a need. Now, in 1837, the African Institute was established. It later became the Institute for Colored Youth and is now known as Cheney University. Now, this institute was established by the Quaker Robert Humphreys. Now, he believed that African Americans should be educated, that they should be taught a trade to survive the job economy. Now, it's also important to know that this was an institute that trained teachers as well. Because of segregation during that time, there were the need for African American teachers was very high. So, even though Cheney University was established in 1837, we still have Lincoln University, which was established in 1864, which became the first degree granting historically black college university. Now, the aim of many of these HBCUs during this time was to provide elementary and secondary education to students who did not have that education. So this was one important factor for HBCUs. Many African Americans were heavily undereducated during that time, so they essentially caught them up, brought them where they needed to be as far as education goes. Now, how have HBCUs advanced African Americans? So, historically, black college universities, they've offered students from economically and educationally disadvantaged backgrounds the support and guidance that they needed in order for them to be admitted to college and for them to graduate. HBCUs, they rank high for black graduates who complete graduate school and professional training. They also are leading institutions in awarding black students with bachelor degrees in the STEM fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. HBCUs, they've also accounted for the undergraduate training for black Americans who have doctors, for the majority of them, for the majority of black law enforcement officers, black people in the armed forces, and also black federal judges. And one final note, there are 102 HBCUs located in the United States.